My name is Terry Christianos and I'm here from Urban Renters Agent. So I can tell if the asking price is a fair one for a rental by looking at similar properties. I mean, I have a really good idea of what a standard 2, 3, 4 bedroom home unit is in most local areas, but looking at the market at that point in time will give you a better indication, a little bit more specific result as to whether a rental property is priced fairly. So knowing your market, knowing what's been happening in your market, and it doesn't take very long to know whether something is priced fairly or not. So I have access to tools that allow me to research the property just that little bit more than someone without a renter's agent. I can see how long a property has been on the market for. I can see the rent adjustments. I can see any other activity that's been happening, whether it be changes of tenancy and how often they are, previous rentals. If a property is dropping in price on a weekly basis, let's say, obviously it was over market to begin with. So these are all the types of things that I can see and advise my clients as to whether to proceed with the property or not. So having a conversation with the agent is also a really good way of ascertaining whether a property is priced fairly or not. They'll be able to tell you, or most of them do, or they do to me as a renter's agent, let me know a little bit more about their landlord and whether they're just trying something at a higher price, whether they're negotiable. It's easier for me, I think, as a renter's agent to say, hey, this is not worth $1,400 per week. You know, good try, but how about $1,250 or how about $1,300? What would your landlord say to an offer like that for a really good tenant? Off-market properties are when the properties don't go online. So we get access to them as renters agents before they hit the open market to everybody else. It doesn't always happen and sometimes can be a little bit of a myth. It really depends on the agent and whether they'd like to work with you off-market or not. But generally, we'll be told about a property and given the opportunity for viewing the property with or without our clients before it is planned to go to market and before anyone else gets to view it. So as a renter's agent, we also get pre-market properties. So pre-market means that we may get it before everyone else, but we don't have access to it. So we know it's coming up, we can do our research, we can have a really good look into it, we can have a drive past if we want to, find out as much information as we can, but we won't get privilege to see it beforehand and for our clients. There's no best time to search for a rental property. The market is up and down. You know, traditionally, January, February is a really busy time of year, and obviously December is pretty quiet. Not many people are putting their houses on for rent just in December or just before Christmas, unless the tenant has chosen to vacate. So you'll see that if you've entered a lease in December, more than likely it will be ending in the following January. Nobody really gives a 12-month lease in December because they don't want that vacancy period. But searching for a rental, January, February, there's a lot more competition. There's a lot more people coming into the market at the start of the year. So it could be a little bit tougher to get what you want and less stock to choose from. But throughout the year, it ebbs and flows. So when you want to negotiate a fair price, really you can't do that if you don't know your market. You need to know what's going on, you need to know what standard properties are renting for, and you need to be able to make a judgment that what you're inspecting is over market to be able to negotiate that. As a renter's agent, we make those comparisons, we look at what's on offer, we have a really good understanding of value. Looking at someone's criteria is key to whether you negotiate on price or you don't. If something ticks all of your boxes and there's lots of people at that open house, there's really nothing to negotiate because you can hear and feel that people are interested in the property. However, if it's the opposite, there's not many people around, it's been on the market for a few weeks because you keep constantly seeing it in your feed, in your search, then yes, there is an opportunity for you to negotiate on price. So Urban Renters agents will all negotiate on your behalf. We use our expertise to get you the best price, to find you the right property. Our relationships with agents will only benefit you and help you find that ultimate rental property.